when I was young. It was how we rebelled against the man, and it was fun. Then life changed. Family, responsibilities, and breaking the law didn't seem like such a good idea. Well, now it's legal. The medical benefits are widely known, but it's all mass-produced. Just not my style. Then I discovered Elevated by Claudine. Elevated by Claudine, a locally owned, female-owned, alternative medicine practitioner in the Union Crossing Shopping Center in Glendale. Elevated by Claudine is 100% unique, a CBD, mushroom, and plant medicine store on a mission. Everything is locally sourced and ethically made, where everything you purchase promotes holistic wellness. I've come to trust Elevated by Claudine as I travel my spiritual and wellness journey with the help of plant medicine, custom made just for me. Get the whole story at Elevated by Claudine, spelled CLAUDENE.com.
There may be health risks associated with consumption of these products. Please use these products responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Sure, I smoked weed when I was young. It was how we rebelled against the man, and Sure, I smoked weed when I was young. It was how we rebelled against the man, and it was fun. Then life changed. Family, responsibilities.
Sorry about that. I almost had it down.
It was so close.
I know. Well, welcome everyone. Welcome to the Anne and Claudine Live. We made it. We're late today, but it's okay. We're here now. And they changed the streaming program that I use. So I'm just trying to figure out how to use the new system. Well, everyone, we hope everyone is doing good. From the last two, we were here 2 weeks ago and we did a live show with our two friends that are autistic. And we had to take that video down. So for anyone who's looking for it, it's not here no more. We had to take it down. They do receive services from the government. And I guess the government now in Sweden and in America is saying that if they can do lives, they can work.
Is that what it is? I thought if they're doing lives, it means they're having a source of income.
And that's another thing too. It can be considered as income too if they're receiving some kind of income, which we don't do that. So
no, we don't get any income from these.
No, we don't. We do not ask for money from you guys. We are not influencers. We are not any of that. But I guess we'll go into what we do. Again, welcome. I'm grateful for you guys to be here today. I am Claudine with Elevated by Claudine, and I am an alternative medicine practitioner in the city of Glendale in Arizona. And I own my own healing facility where I transfer people off of pharmaceuticals, street drugs, and alcohol onto plant-based medicine through detoxing. So it's a little bit about me. And today our live is going to be on the power of nature, you guys. And boy, did I write a lot of notes. I don't know if we're going to get through all of this today. This might be a 2-part show, you guys. So we'll finish what we don't get done in the hour on our next live in 2 weeks. But we're going to talk about the power of nature and reconnecting our body's natural healing systems, which is through sunlight, the circadian rhythm, hormones, the nervous systems. A few nervous systems we're going to talk about. Now, we do talk about the vagus nervous system quite often. We have on this show. We've talked about the sympathetic nervous system, the parasympathetic nervous system, I said vagus nerve already, didn't I? And then today we're going to add a new one, and that is the autonomic nervous system. We've never talked about that. So we are going to get into that. But along with all of that, we've got to talk a little bit about the liver and some other stuff because they all kind of tie in together. So it ended up being a really long life. And for anyone who works with me, I'm real big on the nervous systems. And we also talk about the cannabinoid system too. That's another large nervous system. Yeah, that's where homeostasis comes from. So I'm big on the nervous systems. You get your nervous system into alignment, and everything's gonna follow. Everything's gonna follow in with your fascia, your lymph nodes, your hormones. All that stuff will just kind of come into play, right? Do you agree, Anne? Or
yes.
Yeah.
It's all connected to each other. Like
exactly.
It's like a big tree that just branches out, but it all comes back to that same core root system and
of the nervous system, yeah, and which is a cellular thing. And like she says, it's just connecting systems. And when you teach them, and when you learn how to get them to communicate with each other, then you start to have much more balance in the human body. I believe that's my experience with being with my health journey that I've been on for my 57 years of being on this planet.
Mhm. It does everything. It makes you healthier. It makes you prettier. It makes you glow. It makes you
Mhm.
smell better. Like when you get everything working, you just become your more angelic self in your
Yes.
human body. That's what I believe. you just you just turn on the angel that's inside you and let it through there.
I call it the God sense. Your God sense. You turn that God sense inside of you. But angel's a good one too. But and you go ahead and say hi and introduce yourself, and then from there we'll go ahead and we'll start talking about what I got written down here for us.
Sure. I'm Anne. I live in Australia. I grew up in Thailand actually for 22 years, first 22 years of my life, and then I've spent the last 22 years of my life here in Australia. So I'm half half. Um, I work at a restaurant, at a Thai restaurant, but I'm also, so I've learned the proper word for this. I always call myself an energy reader, but the word is I am a sensitive. So I've been watching this show, and the psychic mediums that go on it, they're very like what they experience similar to what I experience in my life, and
Mm-hmm.
you, the way I sense things and pick things up. And they call themselves sensitives, and that kind of goes for everything: a psychic, a medium, energy, anything. Energy is is what I am. So whatever setting I'm in, whatever energy is around me, I'm going to absorb it. I'm going to feel it. So I'm just very sensitive, but that's what we're called. We're sensitives. So I'm a sensitive, but I read energy. My whole life now is just energy based. I feel everything. I smell energy. I can taste it. I can sense it. I can hear it. I can hear it in my dreams. I'll pick it up in my dreams. So it's just like all around me. So I just kind of learn how to live with it and work with it in the best way I can. So yeah.
That's a
I
good
think
one. I like that.
I think many of us are actually more like how I am. We just don't understand it. And we go through these stages of like doing things in our human mind's telling us to do. And then we run into these times where we feel like super depleted or super, not quite, balanced in ourselves. And that's just because we've taken on all this different energy that we don't understand. And it's not our energy, it's actually outside energy, but we don't know and understand how to work and kind of, you know, decipher what's you, what's them. So, yeah, I think if you can understand energy and work with energy better, it actually helps you more in your life because you learn to avoid some things more and, how to process some things more. If you've gone and had to hang out with like a friend that's not doing very well, learning how to not absorb their energy as much when you're having to help them and learning how to create that kind of buffer zone even if you're in the energy, but learning how to protect yourself from actually absorbing it into yourself. So yeah, it's been very helpful for me. Mm.
Yes, I agree. Energy's everything. We are energy. I always forget to do this that I'm supposed to do on Facebook. Supposed to do with our lives.
Hi, Victor.
Hi, Victor. Sorry that we had to delete our video. We were just talking. I guess he probably heard us because he says, "Love your dame self." I think he should get T-shirts that say that. Love your dame self.
I think so too.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. How the law has stopped you from being able to do videos. That's too bad.
Mm.
But oh well, Victor, you can always join us and always do your comments.
Hmm.
You know
It's
what? I don't think our comments from YouTube come in. So I have to watch our live from from YouTube so I can see if we have any comments that come in. So
yeah.
frustrating.
I need to find out how to get it on YouTube because a lot of people ask me. A lot of people can't watch it on Facebook.
Right.
Like,
That's why YouTube's so important. That's why I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. Okay, so all right. Okay, so I got YouTube on. If I'm looking down, it's because I'm looking down to see if anyone's given us a comment. I'll try and put my phone up so that I cannot have to look down so much. But okay.
For anyone who has Netflix, just in
Too many
case,
lizards. Look at this one. This is cute.
go watch a show called Haunted 28 Days. Too many lizards.
I like that. And froggies.
All the reptilians.
Yeah. I always say that Lucifer, he tried to recreate humans and he made reptilians.
Yeah.
That was his downfall.
Yep.
Whatever.
And we all got a little bit in us.
Yeah. Right.
Humans definitely have reptilian. You really see it as we age. Our skin starts to turn into that very leathery, lizard-looking skin. Like you really see the reptilian come out in our DNA as we age. Especially when you like haven't taken care of your body well and you've got like too much sun. And as you start to age, you really see that reptilian skin come out.
Don't blame the sun. Don't blame the sun. It's the food that they eat. It's not the sun. The sun is actually very healthy for us.
It's a mix of whatever they're doing. Like, I don't know.
It's just toxins, the toxins that are in their body that they never got out, and they continue to feed themselves. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The telomeres, and then see what it's all about to get us to be wrinkly and yucky and feeling old is they lengthen our telomeres. I wanted to do a live on telomeres before. We got to do a live on telomeres. We have to, because that's the whole aging process. And I already did a bunch of notes on it. I stashed them away, but we should do something on that. Yeah, we'll talk about aging. But let's go ahead and get the legalities out of the way so we don't get in trouble with YouTube, because YouTube is very important to us.
Mm-hmm.
But I just, okay, so whether you're joining our live or watching the replay, welcome, everybody. Today, we're going to talk about something that every single one of us has access to every day, yet many of us overlook it because we've been taught to fear it or avoid it. Today, we're talking about sunlight. Our body's eternal clock, our nervous system, and how living in harmony with nature may support our health.
Mm-hmm.
Before we dive in, I want to make something very, very, very clear, you guys. Ann and I are not here to tell anyone to stop taking medications or ignore their health provider or stop doing what they're supposed to do medically. Our goal here is to help you better understand how our bodies are designed to function and how healthy lifestyle habits, including sleep, movement, nutrition, sorry guys, stress management, and appropriate sunlight exposure can work along the side of medical care to support overall well-being. We do not promote, we are not doctors, we are not nurses, we don't know anything about the Australian medical field, the Western medical field. We're just here talking on our own anecdotal experiences that we've had, and that's where we come from. And we're here for only entertainment purposes only. I kind of glitched there, didn't I? Okay, anyways. That one guy that I watch on Facebook, the what is his name? I forgot his name. Beyond the Veil, I think is the name of his show.
Does he do that?
Yeah, he does all kinds of crazy stuff because he doesn't want to get in trouble. He does everything he's supposed to, but he gets all right. He says that, yeah, that's why I did that.
Does he do that in the beginning?
It's kind of like socking it to him, you know. Okay,
Yeah.
We truly believe that the human body is incredibly intelligent. It really is. When we create an environment that supports it, our bodies often function more efficiently. Okay, and when we know about these systems, you know, when you don't know about these systems, then you don't know, because a regular medical doctor is not going. They don't really talk about these types of systems that we talk about here, the type of stuff that we talk about. They just give you a prescription.
Yep.
Did you see that?
Yeah, that was your cat, wasn't it?
Yes.
I know now. I used to make ghost. I'm glad it's your cat. We don't want to ghost that close. That would be a poltergeist, more or less.
No, Ann. None of that shit around here.
We don't want poltergeist in your area.
Those type of demons won't even come 2 feet in front of me because I'll laugh my ass off at them.
Oh man, I watched way too much of this haunted show.
Yeah, you have. You're all about the haunted.
Yes.
It's fascinating though. Okay. So today I want to invite you to think differently. That's what we want. We want to try to just give you guys different perspectives so you guys can think from a different direction. So we have become an indoor species, especially since 2020. You agree, Anne?
True. Yes.
Let me ask you a question. How many hours? Oh my gosh, you guys.
What was it?
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, what was it?
There was a microburst right outside of my store. We have a huge storm coming in right now, dust storm. It sounded like a bomb. You guys didn't hear it?
I heard it. I heard something. I thought something.
Boom. Yeah, with the boom. Yeah, and that's a microburst. I wonder what
Okay.
it's that.
How
Oh my
early.
gosh, you guys, it looks like the end of the world right now.
They sent out an alert to you saying it was coming. So
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. We need this anyways. I like this weird weather. I just don't know how people can drive in it.
no,
We
I would.
literally have a haboob coming in, you guys. Right now, watch. You guys are going to see it all over the news in the next couple hours. And people are driving in this crazy thing. Okay, so anyways, let's get back to where we are. Okay, so let me ask you a question, Ann. How many hours did you spend outside yesterday?
A lot yesterday. I spent at least 5 hours outside because I get up early and I go for a big walk. So I do like
Bravo!
hours doing that. But yeah.
And I'm not talking about not driving, not walking from your house to your car. Actually, outside.
Oh, I don't know.
For many people, the answer is surprisingly very little. Very little time, especially in Arizona right now because it's really, really hot.
Hmm.
So, did you hear that?
Yeah. Just sounds like stuff is being like tipped over, like thrown over.
That was another microburst. Wow. Okay. Hopefully we can get through this live because the power is probably going to go out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So surprisingly, very little people get of sunshine. They go outside, Many of us wake up to an alarm, immediately look at our phones. How many people out there wake up the minute you wake up? Or how many of you guys go to sleep with your phones in your hand?
Not
And the
me.
minute you wake up, you look at your phone. I would say that you look at your phone probably within the first half an hour you wake up, Anne.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So I have to look at the time, and I look to see because my partner doesn't live with me. Like he works away, so I always look at it to see like what he's messaged for the morning. If there's anything to be concerned about, stuff like that. But yeah, for sure. It's the first thing I look at. But I do not sleep with my phone. I make sure my phone is far away from my head when I sleep. And if I wake up during the night and I can't sleep, I don't go on my phone. I do not touch it. It's only when I first wake up in the morning. I'm going to get up for the day. I start my day with like, okay, see what's happening. Yeah.
So you
And I
got a little
listen
bit of discipline there. You got some discipline there. I do not. I don't look at my phone until I get up at 5 every morning, and I don't look at my phone until about 9:30, sometimes 10.
really good on you.
Huh?
Good on you. That's
I know.
good.
See, I'm gonna look at my phone, and it's just gonna be work. I already know. Like I told you guys last show, my phone will be about this long of messages that have been sent to me. And I've got 2 phones. I've got my work phone and my personal, and they're both just filled. So yeah, to me, that's going to wait until I'm done doing my self-care. I do not clock into work until 10 o'clock. Sometimes I don't check my phone until 10:30 in the morning. I've been up 5.5 hours. Okay, yes, I am not married to my phone at all. Yeah, I don't like it. Okay, so immediately we look at our phones, turn on our indoor lights, get in the car, go to work under artificial lighting, come home after dark, watch television, scroll social media, and go to bed. That is the average life, of the Americans here, pretty much. And people that I work with, my clients, that's their average. Some of them don't even go to bed till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
We've become so disconnected from the natural light and dark cycle that humans evolved with over the thousands of years. We have just become more and more and more disconnected ever since I think synthetic light was invented.
Probably.
Mm-hmm. And our bodies are still operating on biological rhythms that developed long before electricity and smartphones ever existed.
That's very interesting. That's so true. Like our bodies are created to be with mother. Like that's who our connection's with. But then yeah, we have our matrix is made up of clocks and you know everything's run and lights and fake light and like not I mean fake light as in like spiritual light. I mean like fake light like lights in our house, which are going to create like make melatonin and stuff like be different than if we just live by the sun and the moon, which is I guess what our natural state is meant to be connected. But then as the matrix has been created, I guess that's another way we've been taken away from source and cut with source because now we're being kind of like trained monkeys to like live in our little habitats with these different lighting and that's kind of like going to mess and now phones and TVs and that's going to mess with that natural clock that you have in your body that wants to work, but it's I guess being cut once again from its natural state.
That's why blue light was created. Blue light is like the worst thing for us to have before bed when we wake up. Yeah, it's the red light that we want, from the sun and stuff. But yeah, your body runs off an eternal clock, like you said. Yes, and that inside your brain is a tiny area called the super chiasmati. I'm probably chopping that up really, really bad. Nucleus. It's spelled supricismatic. Super chiasmatic. I'm not too sure how to pronounce that word, but anyways, a nucleus. Often referred to as your body's master clock. I always just call it the master clock. I didn't even know we had a particular nucleus. I just, I knew we had something inside it but hey, there's a name for it, you guys. Learn something new every day. This clock helps regulate the circadian rhythm. The circadian rhythm. Yeah, it's part of the and circadian rhythm is very important. I started learning about the circadian rhythm about 4 years ago, and that's when I stopped being a bartender. I've been retired now for almost 3.5 years from my bartending job, and that prior to retiring, I had been reading about the circadian rhythm, and that was when I said to myself, I'm going to make it a point to be in natural rhythm with Mother Gaia, with Mother Earth. That was my goal in life. And now I am, and I've never been healthier in my life. Now that I breathe and I move with the naturalness of the circadian rhythm with the planet and with my body. Okay, so circadian rhythm, your approximately 24-hour eternal cycle that influences when you feel awake, sleepy, hungry, alert, and relaxed. That's what your circadian rhythm is. Light is one of the strongest signals that helps set this clock. Did you know that?
Light is one of the main things that set the clock.
For the circadian rhythm? Did you know that?
Yes, I do. And I know when your circadian rhythm gets messed up, like you become a mess of a human. Like that's what jet lag and stuff all is. It just messes with your circadian rhythm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
You can feel like you're losing your mind.
Right? Yeah.
You have to kind of readjust your whole body and everything. But your mind goes. Like you can lose like days when your circadian rhythm gets thrown off and just like, you feel like you're losing your mind. It's intense.
I agree. Yeah. I feel that. I can totally sympathize with that because I've been there, done that with not getting any sleep, for days at a time when I had a severe insomnia. And I suffered
Mm.
from that for like 7 years. That was bad times.
Yeah, that's
Um,
not
It wasn't fun. That's when I was living off of trazodone and Xanax. Life was,
yikes.
yeah, life was not good back then at all. I was in my prime too. Um, but light, okay, so light is one of the strongest signals that helps set this clock. When natural light enters your eyes in the morning, it tells your brain that a new day has begun. That signal helps synchronize many systems throughout your body. And when I wake up different times throughout the year because when during the winter here, it gets light later on. The sun doesn't come out until like 7 in the morning. So I literally could sleep till 6:30 naturally easy. No
Mm.
problem. I don't get up at 5 o'clock during the winter. I only get up at 5 o'clock in the morning during the summer because the sun is up. The sun starts speaking through at 4:45 in the morning. So,
Mm.
and
Yeah,
research has shown that regular morning light exposure can support healthy sleep wake cycles and improve daytime alertness. It doesn't mean that sunlight cures every condition, but it does play an important role in helping your body's internal clock stay aligned.
for sure.
Yeah. Um, Morning light and your brain. Let's talk a little bit about that. One of the amazing things about morning light is how it helps your brain transition from sleep to wakefulness. Morning light supports the release of chemicals involved in alertness and mood, including serotonin. So just think about, and when you're out there for 5 hours yesterday, you were creating all kinds of serotonin.
Oh, for sure.
And the morning is the best light for serotonin and for red light.
Okay.
And then in the evening, or anything after 2 o'clock, I think it is, or no, as the sun goes, just before the sun goes down, is another really healthy red light that helps support hormones for us, especially in men, testosterone.
Mm. Very
So
interesting.
yeah. So those are the two times that are really good time, different types of lighting for different parts of the systems of the body.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, I love that morning sun. I love it so much. It's so good.
I
It's
know it feels good.
refreshing.
I love it
Mhm.
too. It's my favorite time. Um,
Mhm.
including serotonin, a neurotransmitter associated with emotional well-being and focus. Later in the evening arrives and it becomes dark. Your brain begins converting signals from that daytime light exposure into the production of melatonin.
Mm.
So as soon as the sun starts going down, you start producing melatonin. And right now we're getting ready to hit 7 o'clock. And yeah, that like right when we get done with our lives, you see me and I start yawning. So my melatonin's starting to kick in. So
Mhm.
I'm on. Yeah, I know I'm on time.
I know I am. I have, my ex-husband used to tell me that I have a very strong circadian rhythm. He's like, but, and he, as soon as mine would get even slightly like messed around with, he would always see like a huge difference in me, like my anxiety, my OCD. Like I'm just a completely different person. He's like, yours is, you have a very strong circadian rhythm. You got to stick to it because, yeah, it goes all like haywire as soon as it gets funked out. I'm
I
no good
feel
with lag. Yeah.
I feel that with you because ever since I've known you, going on 7 years, um, you've always had a really good circadian rhythm. You always went to bed at a good time, woke up at a good time, always. I always
Yeah.
envied that about you when we first met because I was like, I want that. That's what I want to be in rhythm with mother like that. So
Yeah.
now that I am, like I said, I've never felt, I feel really good. I really do having
Yeah.
that type of a schedule now.
Yeah, it's good. I feel like everything works better in my life when I have this, like, I know we should be like we should be open to change and doing things, but I think all of us, like some people are okay with doing stuff like that and they function well. But I think for some people, like, and we're not all the same, we're all different. So when you understand how your body functions at its best, I think it's good to like understand and notice, what works best for you, what doesn't work. Like I would not be someone who travels all over the place because I would really struggle to be grounded if I was just because I can't ground once my circadian rhythm gets up. I cannot
No,
I cannot
grounding becomes very
travel.
difficult.
Yeah,
Yes.
very difficult. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, so
Yeah.
it's
And if anyone out there, melatonin is the hormone that is naturally you create that helps prepare you for sleep.
just like,
So just in case people who don't know what melatonin is, but
mm,
people often think melatonin starts at bedtime, but it doesn't. It
no.
starts, yeah, it starts earlier than that. In reality, the quality of your nighttime sleep is influenced by what you did earlier in that day,
Mhm.
including whether you were exposed to sufficient daylight. Morning light helps your brain.
I love morning light.
I
Love
know.
afternoon.
It says
Like,
it's daytime. Be awake. Be alive.
mhm.
Darkness tells your brain it's time to rest.
To sleep makes you
Mm-hmm.
tired.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
It does. Makes you sleep a lot more when the demonic forces are stronger. Oh, hang on. Yeah, when the demonic forces are strong in your life, that you definitely sleep more. You feel more tired all the time. I was even watching on the show, they one of the guys gets like attacked by this demonic poltergeist, like, and it's all real. It's all like real ghosts and stuff they're dealing with. And I think he gets quite affected. Like I think it starts to possess him. And the one thing they notice him doing is he's sleeping all the time. Like he's just sleeping excessively, and that's when they like twig on, oh, something's not right. But yeah, you want to sleep, you want to slumber, and then when you're awake you're erratic and you're not grounded and you're all over the place. But
Yeah. Yep. And that's just your brain. Your brain tells you it's time to rest,
mm,
and it does. And this is I went and I did a little research on like any if there's the studies they have on this, and the only thing I really could find that I liked was that sleep specialists always encourage people to spend time outside soon after they wake up, and it's not just sleep specialists; it's me. It's anyone who knows about nervous systems that morning um, light is the best for you. It's if you're into red light therapy, morning is going to be your best time to get some natural red light therapy.
mhm. I love the morning light. So good.
Yes, and like Ann and I were talking about, we were talking about nature and being in rhythm with it. The one
Mhm.
thing that I love about nature is that everything has rhythm in it.
Mhm.
It does. Mother Gaia knows exactly this planet, Mother Earth, who's a being, knows exactly how many apples she needs to produce. She knows exactly how many leaves need to be on those apple trees, like everything
Mhm.
from the sun rising, from the sunset, the seasons changing. Plants follow this rhythm. Animals follow these natural rhythms, and so do our bodies. Our
Mhm.
bodies, and that is a circadian rhythm.
Mhm.
When we constantly ignore these natural cues, staying up late, sleeping during the day, spending very little time outdoors, it can make it harder for our internal clock to stay synchronized in rhythm with your natural innateness that you have. Uh, I'm not trying to say that every health issue is caused by disrupted rhythms, But supporting a healthy circadian rhythm is one piece of the overall wellness. It's a piece of you having good wellness, having good health. I
Mhm.
think
Yeah.
sleep is very important.
Is very important. Sleep is like when your machine gets to like reboot and go in and heal and see all the little parts in your body that need healing, and it can send heal because you're not doing anything. You're just lying there and yeah, letting your body heal. Like you have to sleep. If you don't sleep, I think I think they said you can go without food, but you can't go without sleep. Like sleep will make you die faster than not having food. It will send you completely crazy not sleeping. I think it's
Yeah,
like one of the things that they do for torture, like in those, with their war victims and stuff, is like sleep deprivation. I think like the Russians used it, one of their tactics when they wanted to like wear a prisoner down and get information and stuff, sleep deprivation, because it just you just lose your mind when you without sleep and your
that's
body.
a very good. That's a very, very good example. Because you know what? They use it on the military. When you're in the military in the
Yeah,
United States, they
yeah,
make them stay up for days. It's part of the
yeah.
training.
It's to break them. They do
Uh-huh.
it here too.
For
Because
the brainwashing. For the brainwashing.
my ex-husband went and did the Navy, Air Force for a little bit, and he said like, yeah, they wake you up like 3 o'clock in the morning, get you doing push-ups after sleeping for only 2 hours, and sleep deprivation is like number one thing that they start you with, and that's to break down your spirit so then they can rebuild you into what they want. So
And
yeah.
what's going on? What's going on? What I feel what's going on in our culture right now, or has been going on for some time, is that they're trying to sell us on that we don't need sleep.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah. even
Don't they?
even But even being on your phone with that blue light before you go to sleep, and then you go to sleep, you actually are not sleeping. Like they're
Mhm.
stealing your sleep from you because your brain is actually not sleeping. Thus, you're not actually sleeping because your brain is still functioning because of this blue light. So you're not getting, like, if you've been on your phone all night and then you go and sleep for like 4 or 5 hours, you'll wake up and you'll feel shit, and that's because it's blue,
Mm.
like, so you haven't really had rest of sleep. So for sure they know, it's one of the things I think they target is getting humans to not sleep as much as they should be, and getting that true restive sleep, and yeah, that deep
It's
sleep
the
that they need.
same concept that they use for brainwashing our military people, and they
That's
use
true.
in war tactics. They're using on us
Hmm.
for the brainwashing.
Yeah, pretty much. And
And
make
I even, yeah. And you guys, I am a huge, huge believer that we are all brainwashed. I don't care who you are. You're MK Ultra.
Yeah.
Sorry to break it to you, but it's true.
It's true, but we're all MK Ultra. We are.
We all are. We all. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. You're on this planet. You're MK Ultra. You live in
Hmm.
a very, 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 very dark planet, and
Hmm.
that's just been the way of it.
Hmm.
Hopefully, we're not so MK Ultra as we have been. I'm hoping. Um, and I think that a lot of us are slipping away from it. And the only way to become MK Ultra brainwashed is by leaving the matrix, disconnecting yourself from the matrix. And that's what Anne and I have done. When we continue to do it, it's so
We try. We're
we try.
aware of it.
We're
We're
aware.
aware. Yes.
We are.
We live in the matrix.
We know when we don't want to make a right, or we want to make a right, but we have to make a left. We know what that is.
Mhm. Definitely. Yeah, I see, feel, hear the matrix. Like, yeah. So I still find myself like doing things like to how I've been programmed, obviously. But I try to become more aware of how have I been programmed? What am I doing because I've been programmed this way
Because I've
to
been
do it?
programmed to think that way. I've been programmed to feel that way. I've been programmed to say that. I've been programmed to, yeah, yes, yes,
I've been
yes, yes.
programmed to react that way to what I've been told. So
Yeah.
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 All of
Especially
it.
the I don't know word, that statement when you say, oh, I don't know. I'm like, oh, but you do. Okay. And then how do hormones play in all this? Hormones are chemical messengers that help coordinate communications throughout the body. They influence your metabolism, your reproduction, stress response, sleep, mood, appetite, and much more. But that's what I wrote. That's all I wrote down. You guys can think of some stuff, type it in. Give us a message.
It affects our emotions. It affects our, like, the way we react to things, the way we feel things, and I guess how we react because we're feeling that way. So, yeah.
Yeah. So that's how the hormone, that's why we're talking about hormones, liver, all these different things that actually tie in to all these different nervous systems that we're talking about. And Ann and I have had a discussion on every single one of these nervous systems, except for the autonomic one. That's a new one. I'm adding that one. It's a new one here. Just because I've just been on this whole circadian rhythm thing, you guys, for about 4 years now. Circadian rhythm affects hormones regulation, you guys, because we know that many hormones naturally rise and fall at different times of the day.
Mm-hmm.
We were just talking about that. Yeah, melatonin, serotonin. That's one reason why maintaining consistent sleep schedules and getting regular daylight exposure may support overall hormonal balance.
Mm-hmm.
Have you noticed, since you've been getting up at 5 in the morning and going walking for a few hours every morning, have you noticed a difference in your cycle, Ann? Anything good or negative?
Yeah, let's not ask about my cycle. I'm not sure what's happening there.
Okay. Well, you're also premenopause too.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I'm like connected to that moon because every new moon I get my period and every full moon I get my period. So I'm literally bleeding every 2 weeks or every 2.5 weeks. And I can actually feel the moon. I don't even have to be told it's a new moon or a full moon. I feel it in my body. I don't know what it is. But I have been seeing that a lot of women are reporting that in the months of June and July, they've gotten their periods twice. I think I'm not the only person who's like having some weird things, but funnily enough, it doesn't affect my moods. Like I'm not like moody like a normal period is, but I'm just getting it. But I'm not hormonal. It's the weirdest thing.
Okay, so there's a difference right there. You're not being hormonal, you're not being moody, you're not being grumpy, you're just bleeding.
Oh, yeah. Yep. No
Okay.
hormone.
So there you go. Maybe the walking that you've been doing in the morning and that morning sunlight has helped with that moodiness. Because I mean,
Sure.
Moodiness always came with mine.
Yeah, no, I'm very balanced in my moods.
Good. You're getting benefits. It's another reminder. That's just all another reminder, you guys, that our bodies are designed to work with daily rhythms.
Mm-hmm. For sure. And it shows we're connected because, like, look at the moon, and it makes us have our periods in the moon cycle. So, like, how can you deny that we're not, connected to these natural things in our atmosphere, the sun, the moon, all of it.
Oh yeah, we are.
Yeah.
It's all connected. It's all connected. But once you go through menopause, you get very disconnected. That no more. You have no more bosses telling you.
Do you think spirit works the same, but do you think it has the same? No, do you think it's more like intense when you can get your period? Like, do you think you feel it more, or is the connection less after menopause or before? Like, what do you reckon?
You're extremely connected afterwards. You're no longer having to produce all those hormones. A lot of things shut down in your body that you're not using anymore. Your baby maker, all that stuff. You're so much more connected. You really, really are. Yeah, I have to. Yeah, my wisdom. Well, you've known me since you met me when I was in full blown menopause. Well, going into menopause, I was still cycling.
Mm-hmm. You were towards the end of it.
It's been like 3 years since I haven't had a cycle, so I'm 3 years into menopause now. So full on menopause. So I'm done. I mean, I know I'm done. So, but I love it. Yeah, it's like I'm actually living now.
Oh my God. I look forward to the day that it happens. I see a lot of women say that they struggle with being premenopausal and stuff, but I haven't done too bad.
You're gonna be fine. You're fine. You got the mushrooms. Yeah.
Walk a lot. I feel like I burn a lot off in the walks that I do. Like I really do just keep going and going and going. And it's all like nature, like it's in a mountain, and so I get to like feel all that nature like taking stuff out of me and stuff. I don't know. I just feel very refreshed from my walk. I feel like I burn off a lot of the hormones and agitation that I would not probably feel. But
you're gonna love it when you get done with all of this menopause stuff. You're gonna be like, oh my God, I arrived.
so
Mine was very easy. I went all natural. You know that. You saw me go through the whole entire thing. I was completely natural through the whole entire thing. So I've never had anything taken out of my body. No, nothing. So I still have it all. It all still works very well too. Okay, so let's talk about the liver, you guys, and how the liver plays in part in this. And Ann and I love talking about the liver. We've done 2-hour shows on talking about the liver in the past.
Yes.
So okay, I had to change my notes around here. Okay, so a healthy circadian rhythms are important for normal liver functions. Okay, the liver is one of the hardest working organs in your body. It really is.
Yes.
And I'm going to let Ann explain to you guys what the liver holds, because she likes talking about this stuff. You want to go ahead and talk about your liver thing?
Yeah, I live my life for my liver. Everything I do in my life, everything to making my hair blonde and chemicals, I think about my liver. I don't paint my nails because apparently they're receptors for your liver to tell like your body what's pH level, all this kind of stuff. So I don't. And when you paint your nails, apparently you cut these receptors and it makes your liver go all like crazy because it's going, hey, I have a chemical coming into me because I've got toxins on my nails, and it can give you depression. Apparently it tells your liver that it's getting toxins in it, so your liver's having to work harder because it's detecting a toxin in you. So yeah, I live my life for my liver. I'm of the opinion and the belief that if you do your very best to make your liver as non-toxic as possible, it detoxifies everything in you, including your life and your energy. Because your liver, when your liver is toxic, everything becomes toxic. You become toxic, your interactions become toxic, because your liver, not only does it like have to break down chemicals and toxins and everything you put into it, fats, oil, dirty oils, creams you put on your skin, that will all go, the deodorant you put under your arms, all of that will have to go through your liver. But not only does it do that, your liver also has to, it produces our emotions. Like when we feel anger, that comes from the liver. When we take on trauma and emotion and we have all that, angst and everything in our life, our liver has to process all of that, everything. It's just so overworked. So when we get lots of trauma and abuse or anything in our life, our liver's already working so much harder, because of all of the emotions we're going through. And then if you go and you drink and you take, any kind of substance that's going to be toxic to your liver, or even a bunch of like fatty, greasy, bad seed oils in your fried chicken every day, like what that does to your liver over time is just very. And then on top of it, you got hormones that your liver produces. So the hormones it's producing are going to be toxic, and they're just not going to be, you know, good hormones that are going into your body. So your liver is your life. Like you, for me, as we have never been taught anything about our liver. We've never been taught to be conscious of our liver and to look at our liver the way we should. I think we should all be taught from a very young age that our organs are like to be protected and taken care of. Your door. Yeah, and like whatever you put into it, you know, feed your liver good things, feed it, detoxify it, make it healthy. Because as you age, like your liver is what ages you too. All of it is going to make you look older. It's going to make you, you know, smell bad because you're not being able to detoxify. You know, your armpits are going to have worse or BO because your liver's toxic, because that's where all that smell is coming from. Like all of it impacts every single part of your life. So if you are conscious of this, your best thing to do is do your best to make your liver healthy and you know, be functioning on a healthy level, not on a toxic level. Because I have been down that road of having a very toxic liver, and I'm telling you, my life was very toxic. The person I was very toxic when my liver was toxic, and I didn't understand it. But as I've cleaned it out, I've detoxified a lot of my energy in my life, and I don't like that kind of toxic behavior. And I can put the kind of two and two together with the liver. So things to
And
think.
you used to say that the liver holds anger.
Yes, our liver holds a. That's when we get angry. You know, when you feel that heat rising in you, that
Hmm.
heat that's rising in you is coming from your liver. Your liver is what produces that emotion and that feeling inside you. I felt that when because I got a lot of like acupuncture on my liver. So, and my liver became very like sick to where I could feel it. I could feel the burning. And I, at times, would go into situations and something would trigger me and make me angry. And I would actually feel that burning sensation right deep, right where my liver is meant to be. And I would just feel this heat rising in my body. And I became so conscious of like, wow, like, okay, this is not a good situation because I can feel my liver burning and I'm stopping, I can't breathe. And, you know, like I'm hyperventilating, but I can feel this heat rising and it's coming, this ache is coming from right where my liver is. And I was like, yeah, because I kept having these acupuncturists tell me it's your liver. And they kept doing acupuncture to like get a lot of action going on my liver and make it work. And yeah, but when you get all that acupuncture, it makes your body sensitive, like all your organs and stuff. But it made me very aware of like just how much your liver does inside your body. Because even like, you know, when you get that heat rising to your head, from what I learned from acupuncturists, that's the heat from your stomach channels rising to your head. And you always that's what, like, look at when you have hot flashes, like that would just be all your different stomach channels with all that, those different hormones and stuff. Like it's just because you got so much of it, it's just that going on fire, and then it rises to your head. And
Hmm.
what the idea is with acupuncturists, you want to learn how to be able to get that heat to rise up to your head and then exit your head,
Exit the
go
head.
out. Yes. But most of us have that heat rise and then we go and we store
Uh,
the, and we push the heat back down. And that's what creates like, you know, we don't have that right balance. We got too much heat going back into our body and it's not regulated. But that's where it's coming from. It's coming from your stomach channels and all your organs. And yeah, if you're angry, that's coming from your liver. Anger, even sadness is coming from the liver. All those like kind of harder, more denser emotions, your liver is, it's coming from your liver. Your liver stores it. If you've had lots of abuse in your life, you'll probably find you have an excess in your liver, and you might find that like, you know, you've gained a lot of weight around your stomach area, and that's just because your liver has had to overwork so much in your life, even from just trauma, because that's where it all gets stored. Like the human body stores everything. It stores all the emotion. We don't just have the emotion or the experience and then once it's gone, it's gone, it's out of our life. No, your body has stored it somewhere inside itself, and it's
In the
just there.
cells, in the liver cells.
Yeah, and yeah. So your liver is a very, yeah, it's a very big part of who you are and who you know what you become and stuff in your life. Like I see so many toxic adults, and I just think, I bet you their insides are very toxic. Like their liver is toxic. That's like they need to go detox themselves, and then they might not be so toxic in their life. But I really believe that their insides are very toxic. They've become very toxic as they've aged, and they don't understand it. Like even if they drink like way too much coffee, like that's toxic. That's not good for your liver. Your liver's producing like all that extra cortisol, that's storing inside your lymphatic system, and too much cortisol in the body is not good for you. Like that's a stress hormone, and that's coffee can do that. So they could just be too toxic in their bodies from drinking too much coffee, and then drinking half a bottle of wine every other night or something. That's enough to create a toxic liver inside you, which will make you a toxic person. If your liver is toxic, I guarantee you are toxic. That is, I'm absolutely of that belief. I do not believe you can have a toxic liver and not be a toxic person. The two go hand in hand for me.
Well, they're usually angry, so.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Like if your liver's not working properly, your anger levels are going to go up because your liver's in excess. When your liver's in excess, it creates too much heat, which will make you angry. Like that agitation. It's coming from your liver.
It lights your fire.
Yes.
So yeah, there's the liver. I'll put in with what I wrote down about what what I think of the liver. I think the liver is the hardest working organ in your body. Every single day, it performs hundreds of functions. So it's really best to say, "Oh, I love my liver. Oh, I'm not going to do that because I love my liver."
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And the functions that it including these are the functions that I'm going to include, that some of them that I wrote down. It processes nutrients. It produces bile to help digest fats with the gallbladder, along with the gallbladder.
Yeah.
It stores vitamins and minerals. It helps regulate blood sugar. It processes medications if you take medications.
Mm-hmm.
It actually destroys your liver.
It processes everything.
Everything. Supports the body's natural detoxification system. That is your master detoxer.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than thinking of the liver as something that needs a quick cleanse, it's more accurate to think of it as an organ that benefits from consistent, healthy habits.
See? That's what I said.
They're saying, I'm just wrapping it all up in some small lump sums here.
Yep.
Getting enough sleep, eating balanced diet, staying physical, active. Okay, and we're not talking about going and running a marathon, lifting heavy weights. We're just talking about just going for a walk.
That's all. Just go for a walk.
Yeah. And no alcohol. Alcohol causes fatty liver.
Yes, alcohol's so bad it's just not good for
alcohol is terrible. Alcohol is a spirit. And maintaining a healthy weight all support liver health. And I'm going to put this out there for all of you spiritual people out there that go around and you talk about healing, and you claim to be a physician or practitioner, and you're on social media and you've got a drink in your hand, shame on you. Shame on you. I'm seeing a lot of that all the time now.
Really?
Oh, yes. It's their birthday, and they've got a beer or a wine in their hand. Cheers to me. And these are people that are, they're influencers, spiritual influencers. I'm just like, what?
Well, celebrating your birthday is the most satanic ritual you can do as a human being. So Next time you
Yeah,
want
it's
to
a good thing. Yeah, I look at it like you said earlier. There's some things that we still do, that's in the matrix. And when it comes to birthdays for me, I just look at it like this. It's their special day. That's it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I look at it
Celebrate
as,
life. It's about like, are we supposed to celebrate or condemn the day we're born? We celebrate it, of course. So like celebrate it, give thanks to it, but full birthday celebrations, like they are a satanic ritual. It is a satanic
I
ritual.
know, I agree with you. No, I do. It's why we age. It's
Yeah.
what causes the aging process because we know, well, in the Bible, it says that Noah and Moses and all them lived to be like 900, 1,000 years old because they didn't have birthdays. They didn't celebrate. They weren't counting.
Probably not.
Yeah. So it makes sense. Okay. There's some studies that also suggest that the healthy circadian rhythm are important for normal liver functions, you guys, which is another reason why regular sleep and daylight exposure matters. It's very important. Why this matters. When we begin reconnecting with healthy daily rhythms, getting outside, moving our bodies, sleeping, making sleep a priority, at least 8 hours, I say, eating nutrition. I can't talk now.
Nutritionist food.
Food.
Food
We're
for
supporting
nutrients.
many systems at once.
Mhm.
Health isn't usually about one miracle solution. It's about hundreds of small choices that add up over time. Ann and I aren't telling you guys to just stop doing what you're doing. No, little tiny new habits, new patterns, I like to call them patterns. I would say patterns, help get you where you want to be.
Mhm.
If you go and you stop everything and you just start changing everything, you're going to relapse and you're just going to end up making everything a much bigger mess. So again, small little changes in your patterns um, lead to big changes down the road.
Mm, for sure. It's a
And that
process.
it
It's
is a
not
process. It is.
overnight things. It's like spiritual people who think because they become spiritual, their life is all going to just get better all of a sudden. It's not how it works. It's the same thing, the same
They usually get
concept.
really sick first.
Yeah.
But these small they do add up and that's encouraging because it means many of those choices are within our control. We can't control much, you guys. We don't have control of almost nothing. We have no control, really nothing.
No, not really.
No, we don't, but we
We
have
just have
control
to,
of what goes in your mouth and what comes out of your mouth.
yes, for sure.
Let me see where we at. We're already into an hour. We haven't even talked about the thyroid. We haven't even
Yours
got
is-
into the autonomic nervous system.
we barely touched anything. Wow, that went really quick.
It did. Well, you guys, we're going to go ahead and make this a part 2 live. Ann and I only like to go live for an hour. There's no need for us to go on here for 2 hours, you guys. We don't expect anyone to sit here and listen to us for 2 hours. So what we'll do is we'll go. I had a feeling this was going to happen. I said this in the beginning of the live. We'll do part 2, and then we'll get into the autonomic nervous system, because all the stuff we talked to prior right now to lead up to that, the circadian rhythm, the liver, and all that stuff, we need to fill in those gaps before we got into the autonomic nervous system. So we'll go ahead and just make this a 2-part series, and we'll be back on. Let me see. I got a calendar right here.
In 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, let me get a calendar, you guys, and let's see.
A lot will happen in 2 weeks' time. The 28th.
Oh, yeah. How much will happen?
I've lost count what's going on in our world at the moment.
Oh yeah, I'm not even paying attention anymore. I ain't got time.
I had a dream about Trump last week. I've seen Fauci, I've seen Elon, I've seen Jay-Z, I've seen Kanye West, but I've always wanted to see Trump. Trump is like the one person, like I've never asked to see any of the other ones. They just happen randomly. But Trump is someone I've asked many times, like, can I be shown who he is? Like, I want to see what the spirit world has to communicate with me about who he is as a person. And I finally did, like, what, 7 years later. But I feel like it was very accurate. I went to, like, I feel like it was when he had that UFC thing go on his birthday. It was kind of like that. Like, it was a big arena. There was lots of lights flashing. It was like real flashy going on, tons of people everywhere. And I was supposed to go interview him, and they were ushering me around. And 1 minute it was like, oh, he's too busy to see you. Then it was like, oh, no, you'll get to see him and interview him. And I was just like, okay, well, I'm just here to do my job. And yeah, I was just being ushered around, super busy. And then I'm like, they're like, no, he can't see you, can't see you. And I'm just like, in my dream, it's so weird. In my dream, I'm conscious. Like, I know I'm asleep, and I know that I'm there to, like, I just need to see him. I just need
lucid dreaming.
Yeah, it's really bizarre. Like, I know, and I know that I've requested this. So I'm like, I need to see, I need to be in his presence. Because once I'm in the presence of that person in my dream, for some reason I can download like so much stuff in a split second compared to watching them on TV for 10 years. Like, it's the weirdest thing. But I have to actually meet them and see them in my dream. So they're like, I get to the end of the dream, they're like, no, you won't be able to see him. He's way too busy for you. And then all of a sudden, as the dream's about to finish, it's like, no, you'll get to see him. He can see you. And the next thing I know is I'm standing right, like, face to face with him, but he's so much bigger than me. Trump is tall, I think, because I think I was like up to there or something on him. I couldn't see his face, but I could see it was him. And I'm kind of like standing there, and he refused to look at me, acknowledge me. The feeling I got from Trump was he does not give two shits about human life. Like, we are nothing to him. We are so below him. He is so up here that he doesn't even like acknowledge your presence. You're just like, just kind of like, yeah, whatever. And he's just standing there, and I'm getting this feeling from him, like he's just like, well, get her away from me, like. And then I've just seen him like kind of glance down at me for a split second, and all of a sudden, he's just wiped his hand from like down in my leg up across my dress, like just. I was like, what the fuck? It was so like intrusive, sexual. It was so weird because it was so like whoosh. And I was just like, what the hell? And then he's just walked off, and that was it. And all his minders have come up to me, and I'm just like, kind of like, what the hell just happened there? Like that, because it was so quick, this interaction. And they're all like, no, he wasn't doing anything to you. He wasn't trying to touch you. You have all these sparkles on your dress, and as you put your hand like this, the sparkles change. Like, it becomes this different design on your dress. And I look down at my dress, and I see what they're talking about. And yeah, and I had these, and I was like looking at my dress going, but I wasn't wearing that before. Like, oh, what? And I kind of like understood. It's like, you know how he's kind of like a magician in life? Like, he does these things, and it's one thing, and then he can like make it, oh, it looks so magical and shiny. And it was kind of like that for me. It was like, but I wasn't wearing the dress, but all of a sudden I have this sparkly dress, and that's why he did what he did. But that's not why he did what he did. He did what he did because he has disdain for us. And I was nothing but a hand wipe for his greasy Kentucky Fried Chicken hands or something, like whatever it was. But it was so disgusting the way he like rubbed his hand on me. But I thought that is probably very fitting for who Trump really is. But he had zero. He did not care about anybody. He was up here, and we were down there. All of us, including the minders, everybody. He was just like above all of us. He had no regard for human life. That was the feeling I got in his presence. He had zero. If anything, he was like a big demonic force that wanted to eat us all, because that's all we were to him. That's how I felt. I was like, okay, I met Trump.
That's exactly what I feel about him and what I see in him anyway. So he doesn't care about anything. He doesn't, and he thinks he is God. So yeah. He thinks he's getting that mantle. So anyways, but yeah, that's a crazy dream. That's crazy.
Yeah,
insane.
Yay. That's how the spirit world sees Trump. That's how they showed me this. This is not my own thoughts. I'm very neutral. I'm not going to give big opinions. This is literally what I get shown in my dreams. So take it or leave it. Trump fan, not Trump fan. That's what they showed me. I'm just passing on the message.
Good. I'm glad you got that out. You're not gonna be able to change the. Not able to change the Trumpsters. They're completely MK Ultra. He can murder their children, their whole family in front of them, and they wouldn't care. They're like, oh, they had to go.
Oh my God. No, that was a sacrifice.
Yeah, I know. It's really, I live in America, so trust me. I know.
Oh, well, that's who Trump is.
But all right, let's go ahead and say goodbye. We'll see you guys on the 27th of July. We'll be back on the 27th, and hopefully we'll be here on time. We'll see how that goes. But anyways, you guys, everyone, have a very merry, happy everything. And thanks for joining us and watching, you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.